What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Who Dat TV. I know it's been a while, but we are back. We are in preseason week 1 against the defending Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs, and it's going to go down right there in the Caesars Superdome. Can't wait. Can't wait to get it jumped off in about 40 minutes from now. We got a couple things to talk about. Our team, of course, and we also got a special guest for y'all today. So before we get it jumping in and everything, let me bring in our other host for Who That TV. Y'all know him, my brother from another mother, Jay Floyd.
Who that? I got double dubs for you. Ready to eat a W, man. Who that to all the football fans out there? Really, we just excited to be back coming to y'all with live football every single weekend again. And y'all can
Every
expect
week,
to see us every weekend
every
and
week.
once during the week. We back at it and excited to be here. Can't wait to get into it and chat with with our special guest. So
For
hey,
sure.
welcome
For
back to
sure.
football. Welcome back to Who That TV. Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Like Floyd said, we are back with y'all every week, man. I know we started season 2 way earlier in the year, but this is the official season 2 for Who That TV,
Yes,
man. We back
indeed.
every week, man. We back. So
It's the
I'm
it's the
excited
end
too, man.
the end season.
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. The in season
was
season.
that was season two, off season.
Exactly. Yo, man. We got a lot to talk about today, Floyd. Before we do though, man, I do want to hop into our sponsors, of course. First sponsor first is Buneenies.com. So if y'all haven't yet, please go cop y'all a nice Bunini. Hey, winter's right back around the corner, so you all gonna keep warm. So hey, if y'all don't mind, tap in at www.buneenies.com and y'all can get all type of different colors, man. Red, black, orange, cream, whatever you like. They also got kid sizes, and it's a nice little backstory on there about Bun and how his family want to get this started. So show some support if y'all don't mind, man. Buneenies.com.
To show that I know it's hotter than it's ever been right now, but it won't be in a few months, and you're gonna wish you got one of them BC logos on your head. So go ahead and go to buneenies.com and get right.
Facts, facts, facts. And then our next sponsor, of course, is MKE Drip or Drown London.
Lundeezy,
Lundeezy, man. Go copy
Lundeezy.
some fire kicks on your
Shout out.
feet. His IG is at drip underscore or underscore drown underscore MKE. So if y'all don't mind, man, go run London page up, go check them out. And if y'all see something y'all like, get some nice kicks. I know school just started, man. Hey, get your kids a couple more pairs of kicks, fire kicks from London, man. He'll work with y'all with the prices.
Nah, for real. That boy different. His inventory different. Go ahead and tap in with him. Hit the DMs. However you can reach out. He'll respond to you pretty quickly and get you right. Get you right for the right price. So
Oh yeah.
tap in MKE. No, drip underscore or underscore drown underscore MKE. I had it backwards.
Yes, yeah, yeah, because he switched it up, y'all. His last one had got hacked, so he had to start a new page up, and he's trying to get his stuff back to where he was, and even more than where he was from there. But hey, shout out to London, and man, I know you be working hard, bro, and hey, man, it's fire what you do, man, for
Show
sure.
that. Hit that follow button if you listen.
Yes, sir. And then of course, we got to pop it up, my boy's brand,
Oh yeah,
commodity brand.
I slick forgot.
Yeah. Tell them a little bit about Commodity Brand, Floyd.
Yeah, man, it's a brand I started up 2022 and really got the wheels rolling around my birthday in 2023. Really, the whole gist behind it is, look at yourself as a commodity, a hot commodity, something that this world needs and could use, and take those things that you have that are commodities, in your mind, and make commas with them. That's where the A comes yourself as a commodity and being compensated as such. And I just really like the styles and everything else that we're coming with. Whole lot of new stuff that'll be a little bit adjacent to what y'all are used to seeing if you tapped into the website. So we'll have some for both sides, you dig, and
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
eager to bring it to y'all. So if you don't mind, the best way to stay in touch would be to just follow on Instagram at Commodity Brand with an A, as you see, and go from there. Everything's on there.
Yes, indeed. And we also got something from Commodity Brand. We're gonna do a little giveaway on here. We'll show that to y'all soon.
Can't wait.
Floyd got it in the works, so hey, we coming with it. But yeah, support my brother, man. He worked hard on this, and you won't be disappointed with anything that he got on that brand. So
it's heat. I ain't gonna hold you. It's heat.
Yeah.
I wear it every day I can.
Facts, man. Facts. I told you guys, I ain't forgot, Floyd. I ain't forgot about them shoes, man.
Double salute. Double salute.
I ain't forgot. And then I don't know if y'all heard the ones and twos at the very beginning, but we had Dre Love on the ones and twos. And that is his IG right there at Made Lovely 94, and his YouTube is Make It Lovely Live. So show some love to Dre Love. Y'all want some more fire beats. He's remixing everything, and he's putting his own thing to it. And when I tell you, you won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed.
Pressure.
And
pressure.
You'll also hear Kid Timmy D at the end on our outro video. That is his YouTube right there, and he got a lot more firework on his YouTube too. So go check him out.
More to come. It's season 2, right? That boy stay working, so I know both of these musicians and artists are gonna hit us with some heat real soon.
Thanks. Me and Dre Love had talks. He got some more stuff coming my way or our way, and Tim too. Tim just texted me recently and said, "Hey, I got some stuff coming for y'all. I know y'all starting up on the very soon on the 13th." I said, "Oh yeah, man, let's get it." So yeah, it's coming, man. It's coming. So shout out Dre Love and shout out to Kid Timmy D, man. But that's our sponsors, man. Hey, let's not waste no more. Let's
without further ado,
you know what I mean? Hey, we back. I'm hyped. We got the defending Super Bowl champs. I know it's just preseason, y'all, but hey, football is back. It don't count, but we get to see where our team is at, you know.
Nah, and I was watching last night, and they were just kind of speaking about how both of the preseason matchups today are almost like primetime matchups, right? And they in the 1 o'clock or the 12 o'clock, Saints o'clock game, both of the starting quarterbacks who are former Pro Bowl players, one's a two-time MVP, two-time Super Bowl MVP, and the other is a little bit lesser of a quarterback, but still a dude, right? Mm-hmm. Both of those guys are starting and looking at playing the whole first quarter. So we're going to get a good idea watching ones-on-ones of how both of these seasons are going to play out. Obviously, Kansas City has higher aspirations, being the returning Super Bowl champs. But we have somewhat high aspirations as well, looking to be, you know, as the leader of our division at this point. So both of these teams are going to give their best today, and I can't wait to watch it.
Me either, man. Me either. And we talk about the quarterbacks going into, we talk about Derek Carr. You know, we got a new quarterback in Derek Carr, and we're trying to see how he steps into the Caesars Superdome and actually makes a statement, you know, like you said, in that first quarter or the first few snaps that he's going to have. So that is a topic I wanted to bring up, was the QBs that we faced this year. And of course, we are going against, you know, right, you know, it's preseason, but we might see a little Pat Mahomes. I don't know if he's playing or not. I'm gonna have to get our guest intake on that. But
he know everything over that way.
But I did want to hop into that real quick, Floyd. And Ken sent the video. I wish I can shout out to what podcast that was. I really can't remember off the top of my head.
I wanted to too. I think it's an ESPN radio station.
Okay. So
it's either 104.9 or the other one. There's only like 3 ESPN radios, and they kind of go 24/7, all 3 of them. But I think it's 104.9 ESPN. They were covering the Saints.
And he made a good QB topic on, and I wanted to bring this to, you know, on Who Dat TV, because I just felt like it was only right to start it off with this. But these are the quarterbacks that we don't play. This who he named on ESPN Radio. This who we don't play this year. We're gonna play Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Hurts, and Lamar Jackson.
Bro, it almost don't sound realistic. It's like, how do you play in the NFL and don't see none of those guys?
Don't see none, and they're all, you know, all of them I just named are way up there, man, when it comes to this QB stuff.
Top tier. A or B level quarterbacks. A or B, all of those guys.
Exactly. And these are the QBs that the Saints do play this year. We have Ryan Tannehill, Bryce Young,
rookie.
Jordan Love,
chapped.
Baker Mayfield,
chapped.
Mac Jones,
he's straight.
CJ Stroud,
rookie. He gonna be okay. Rookie, but he gonna be okay.
Trevor Lawrence, that's a nice one.
A dog.
Yeah. Anthony Richardson. That's gonna be interesting. They
Rookie
saying
still. He'll
yes,
he'll
still
he'll turn
rookie.
it over once or twice.
Justin Fields, Kirk Cousins, Desmond Ritter,
Ciao.
Jared Goff, and Daniel Jones. So, like, I mean, if you just look at I'm not talking about the team, just look at the QBs we face. Man, that's a big difference, And we do have like what the second easiest schedule in the league this year.
Absolutely.
So,
And a
man,
big key is we're returning, and obviously last year is last year. Take that and throw it in the trash can. But we're returning a lot of starters from that season, and we were the number 9th ranked defense with a horrible offense. I mean, yardage wise, they did pretty decently, but as far as putting points on the board and helping their defense stay off the field, it was horrible. And even with those circumstances, our defense was ranked 9th in the NFL. I believe all of the top 8 teams saw the playoffs in some capacity. So the sky's the limit, right? And if we can recreate that defensive success, especially considering who we have to see at the quarterback position on the other end, as long as we can recreate some of that defensive success, it's going to help the offense, and the defense won't be on the field as long. So that's very optimistic regarding how the Saints season can look, possibly, barring injury, knock on wood, all the colloquialisms, but hopefully things look a little bit better on that side of the ball because we know what we can be on defense.
Exactly. And DC even said it, man. Derek Carr, our new quarterback, he even said it. He said the defense for the Saints makes it so tough on them in practice. And that's good news because that's what you want to hear coming from your start. You know what I mean? You're starting quarterback about a D. That's good news on D. And we always knew that, man. We always knew we had a good defense. It's just all about putting the chips together. But like I said, we do face the Kansas City Chiefs today in preseason week 1. Football really started back up yesterday. Got a lot of games went down. Eagles, I know, played, and Chicago, all of them. But yeah, man, we have the Chiefs, and I also have a special guest on here today. My boy is a diehard Chiefs fan.
Day one.
Day one. The first time they won the Super Bowl, I was actually at their parade. I was with him at their parade, and it was heartbreaking for me. Hey, look, I still want more Saints gear. Don't get it wrong. I still want more Saints gear. I think I had my Leatherman on too from high school, so I don't know what I was doing. But look,
it's
man,
cold. It's cold.
It was cold.
You better have something.
But I went to the parade, man, and when I say my dude was so turned up, man, we had to pull on the side of the road just for my boy to let it all
right.
out.
Yeah, to get the system back right.
I ain't want to cap you out like that, but hey, man, welcome to Who That TV, man. My boy She, man. What up, She?
What's going on, man?
What's up, family? How's it feel, bro? How's it feel? Returning champ.
Hey, it feel good. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I should have a ring on my hand. I'm locked in every game. Shoot.
Yo, See, man. Hey, how y'all feel y'all gonna be this year, man? Y'all coming fresh off a Super Bowl. This y'all second one in I don't know what, less than 5 years, 4 or 5 years. Man, that's awesome, man. How, like, I know the drought y'all was in for a while. Y'all got y'all's first Super Bowl, and then now y'all got this one. Which one was more shocking to you, the first Super Bowl or the second Super Bowl?
I say definitely the first one because it was, we was kind of fresh off that drought. We had a couple building years in between, like the drought and actually going to the championships. So that first one definitely was like, whoo, it was crazy, man. It's like, is the world going in? Like, we actually won the Super Bowl. Like, a couple years ago, we didn't think this was even possible. So, Pat Mahomes doing his thing, bringing the team up and stuff like that. So yeah, that first one was definitely kind of eye-opening for sure.
Okay. Man, like, I don't know, like, do you feel like how you feel like y'all gonna do this year? You feel like y'all gonna,
I mean, shoot, man. Last year was supposed to be a rebuilding year. We brought it home. We've been to 3 out of the 4. So honestly, at this point, I mean, it's just an expectation is just Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. Like, I mean, it's the NFL, every game going to be tough. Every game going to be hard. But, I mean, when you got 15 back there, you feel like you can win them all. So,
nah, for real.
I mean, really the expectation is Super Bowl. And we got, the team, I feel like our team is even better, talent-wise this year than they were last year. So
exactly, bro. I wanted to ask you how you felt about the draft because last year y'all had like what was considered a quiet draft, right? And then you have Isaiah Pacheco, who's going to be on a rookie deal for 3 more years, come in and give y'all so much explosion, so much leeway, and kind of a back that you can lean on when you want to keep Patrick healthy and don't want to drop back every play. Whereas with Clyde, you kind of had to drop back and throw it to him. So y'all won on that draft pick last year. Exactly. And then this year, I think y'all get Rashee Rice in the 4th, possibly.
Yep.
Who looks like he can be or I would say a top 2 or 3 receiver in this draft, considering what he's done in camp and in preseason. So how do you feel about like the early prospects of some of the younger guys and how y'all did in the draft to kind of bolster this roster? Because this draft looks like it was better than last draft. Last draft, I feel like is the reason y'all won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like as a Chiefs fan, you kind of learn to just trust Veach. I know I've been pretty critical over the last couple drafts about some picks, and then I've been shut up coming to see these guys, you know what I'm saying, when they actually get on the field and stuff like that. So, I mean, and then we're seeing some guys that got some, you know what I'm saying, some known talent out there. You see it on the film, and then, you know, you see the reports from training camp. I mean, I'm just excited, bro, for real. Especially, I'm really ready to see Rice do his thing out there. You know, I was kind of skeptical about Karlaftis last year. He did his thing. So, I mean, we got a young defense. So, I mean, last year's draft was decent. This year's, I think, was better. So, high expectations are through the roof.
I mean, as they should be. As they should be, you know. And, I mean, look who the man you got on your shirt right there. See, you got him and you got
remind me.
Kelce, dog. It's like.
Don't remind me, because he could have been a New Orleans Saint.
Yeah, he could have been on a couple teams, man.
Yes.
Blessed.
And the backstory on that, for y'all who don't know, Pat Mahomes was gonna get selected by Sean Payton in the draft.
1 or 2 picks behind the pick where he was taken. Before
we picked up on Lattimore, Pat Mahomes called coaches from KC and said, "Hey, come get me. I got teams about to come get me." Because he wanted to go. That's where he wanted to go. You know, Pat always wanted to be a Chief. So, hey, they jumped up, they grabbed him, and we signed Lattimore, which is a blessing for us too. Because I'm glad we got Lattimore. So
that's a fact. And the rest is history. 2 Super Bowls
the rest
later.
Is history. The rest is history with Pat, man. On one leg at that. Talk about that, Steve. Talk about watching, because like I always knew Pat Mahomes was good, man. I always knew dude was a dog, but like to do it on a high ankle sprain, bro. That is crazy. I had a high ankle sprain in high school. That's no joke, bro. And dude go out there. I know they got a lot more treatment than what, you know, I had in school and stuff, like these professionals. But like, just talk about that, bro. To witness your quarterback just fight through that pain and go out and win. Y'all, like, how much more respect did you gain from Pat than what you already had?
I mean, you don't even think, as much as he's done for us, you wouldn't even think you could get any more respect for the man. Honestly, like, it's ridiculous. But man, you see that, like when he went down in the Jags game, man. I mean, I tell you, every Chiefs fan heart stopped, bro. Like, it's just a scary moment. You know what I'm saying? For one, you don't want to see him want to get a bad injury, and then two, that's your franchise player. So
exactly.
I mean, when I seen him finish the Jaguars game, you know, the hairs are standing up on the back of my neck. I'm like, man, like he bringing a competitor out of me. I'm ready to put my helmet on myself.
Ready to get back out there.
And then to see him fight through the Cincinnati game, which is, I mean, they got a nice defense. They've had our number the last 2 years. So to see him dog it out that game, and even the final rush to put us in field goal position, that was ridiculous. And then to see him do it on the Super Bowl, especially when he re-aggravated it in the second quarter. It was just crazy to see, man. He's just such a competitor, man. He, like, you can tell, like, he's one of those guys, like, teammates will die for that, man. Like, because, you know, he's going to put his life on the line. He's going to make the plays. He's going to do whatever he can. And if he's coming off the field, it's probably going to be on a stretcher, man. That man's different. He's just different.
That's a fact.
And I noticed y'all play with a lot of emotion, bro. Pat Mahomes, I seen him on the quarterback episode. He had some emotion going back and forth with Max Crosby. And then you had Kelce in y'all's training camp just recently. A little shoving, get off me, you know, a little jab here to the teammates. But, you know, I apologized afterwards, like, you got to be a better leader. But at the same time,
yeah, because it wasn't even all that.
If anybody knows football, that's what happens in training camp. You're out there in that heat.
Look, see, don't listen to Dre. He only saying that because he used to start a fight every first practice of every year I've ever played with him. The first practice, he gonna start a fight. Every year, bro.
I can see it for sure.
Every year, bro. Every year, bro.
I was.
That's why he empathizing with Kelsey on that one. Don't listen to him. Don't
I
let him
got Kelsey back on that.
I'm weird. Hey, I didn't think too much about it when I seen it either. I mean, football's football, man. It's sport.
Yeah,
that's it.
That make you play better.
No, it just shows how much passion they got, for the sport and for the game, and how much love they got. So, but yeah, man, what's your prediction on our game for this? I know it's just preseason, but you expect to come out there and then y'all third stream tap on our third stream, or what you expect?
Well, I mean, I think we got a couple starters for his first quarter, so I'm really interested in seeing that first quarter.
I think we all look forward to the first quarter too. Like, that's for the start. We want to see what our team gonna look like for the season.
Yeah, loosen up the gears, kind of get it rolling. You know what I'm saying? See how we looking like, and then of course, I mean, some of our young guys might even get some reps with the ones and stuff. So I'm definitely ready to see that as well and see how they do and how they're gonna be like incorporated to the offense. But I mean, I'm always rocking with my boys. You know what I'm saying? I expect the dub. I don't care if it's third string, first string. I expect the dub. So we'll see. But I mean, y'all boys had a nice draft. Y'all got a nice, some nice young core there too. So it should definitely be a good one for sure. I'm ready to see it.
And I'm excited about this because of just the fact of y'all are the defending Super Bowl champs, and we have this is a good test. You know what I mean? To go out there and you facing the defending Super Bowl champs, like this is a perfect test before we start the year off. So
who better to see what you have against rather than the guys who just really went and did everything that you're hoping that you can do this season.
Exactly.
The two things I'm looking forward to in this game. And there's only two things. I want to see what not the final score, but what the final score is after those first 15 minutes are played. Are we up 10-7? Is it 20-0? Kansas City. Like that's gonna tell me a whole lot about what our ones look like and how we're gonna look going forward. The second thing I'm looking forward to most, and I ain't gonna lie, it's a Kansas City thing. I want to see y'all do that ring around the rosy one time. You heard me? Just go ahead and bust it out. Just get me excited and back to, get my juices flowing so I can see some creativity again. Because that was dope to me. Like as a defense, it was my job to, figure out alignment and assignment. So coming out of the huddle and y'all doing that, like I would be like, I don't even know what to do right now.
Yeah, I'd be like, man, what the hell they doing? Like,
I'm looking at the sideline. What's going on? Hold on,
coach. Like, coach,
this wasn't no film.
Yep. So I want to see y'all do some more creative stuff. It's preseason, so Andy Reid is known to have fun. I see him likely breaking something like that out. And hopefully Rashee Rice don't go too crazy because he's going to play more than the first quarter. Yeah. Even though I think he's technically going to be a 1 teetering on the 2 side. So that's a guy who can really bust this thing wide open from what I've seen. So hopefully we can hold him and those other 2 things can happen. And then we all go home happy.
For sure. And the main thing, everybody stay healthy, man. We just get through this game, stay healthy. And
on both sides,
stay healthy. Enjoy the game and stay healthy, man. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited to play y'all. In preseason, this first game, and man, hey, thank you for joining us, bro. For real, for real,
bro. I appreciate y'all. Having me on here for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. Before we get you off of here, though, man, I just want to run through your schedule real quick because y'all do have a tough little schedule. I'm just go through them, and just all you gotta say is win or L or whatever.
That's all you gotta say. Tough.
All right.
Sorry. We got Lions week 1.
Dub could be a trap game, but dub.
Okay. Jaguars.
Dub. Good team. Dub though.
Bears.
Dub.
Jets.
Dub.
Vikings.
That's a tough one though. That's
we
could
definitely
lose that one though. But they got a nice defense.
That's the thing. Just because
they
that
got
defense.
A-Rod, nice receiving core. Breece Hall should be back. So that could be a tough matchup. But I say we take it home.
Okay, and that's y'all playing them at the Jets too in New York. Vikings at their house.
I'll take Dub. Gotta watch Jettas, but Dub.
Y'all playing our former head coach, Sean Payton, Broncos.
Dub.
Hey, okay. Y'all might put 100 on them. Bro, I think Denver hasn't beaten KC in like 19 matches. It's like that. Y'all 19-0. on the last
Ever
19.
since they had Peyton, that's the last time they beat. I think we beat him the last time he played us too. So
Big dog.
Chargers.
I'll take that as I'll take it. I'll give
They
them the
always
first.
play y'all tough.
I'll give
They
them the
always
first one. I'll give them the first one. They always play us tight, play us close. FC West game. Yeah, I'll get them. I'll give them that one. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll give them the first one.
Y'all got the Broncos again at their house.
Dub.
Dolphins at your house.
I say dub, just because it's at home for sure too. Tyreek's gonna want to go crazy though, so we got to be careful with that one. But
oh yeah, that's a dub. Eli Apple gonna start.
Oh yeah. You know he's going at him.
I forgot Eli went over there. Yes, y'all
That's
about
a
to.
dub. For
Lord
sure.
have mercy. Eagles.
They gonna want that get back.
They
That
gonna want
might
that
be a
get
hell.
back.
They gonna want that get back, but you know, I'm sure they. I
It's
don't
at
know.
y'all's
They
house.
already been giving us bulletin board material for this season, so we might come out with some animosity. So,
Okay.
but I'll get a nod to the Eagles for that one. We gotta lose some, you know.
We got some Eagle fans in the chat. They have. Now I ain't talking about the fans. The players. They have been talking real crazy.
Yeah.
To have lost that matchup. I personally, and
Mhm.
I've never been in a situation like that, but I will be quiet and just try to recreate what I did last year. Instead
I
of
agree.
put a big old target on my back.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my 2
that
cents.
usually don't end well when you know what I'm saying. When you give us a target, it usually don't end well. So what?
That never ends well for Philly. They only win when they do it quiet.
Yeah.
Nick Foles.
Yeah.
Ease into it.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents.
Raiders.
Raiders, dub.
Packers.
Dub.
Bills.
Dub. That's a dub. I'm taking it.
Okay.
Patriots at their house.
Dub.
Raiders again.
Dub. Yeah.
Bengals.
Bengals.
On
See me
December
up.
31st.
Hey man, I'm gonna have to go dub again, bro.
Okay. That's gonna be man. I'm circling that game.
But that's they're becoming a big rival. So.
And then y'all last game is Chargers at their house.
And then we'll take that second one. We'll get our get back.
Okay.
Take that second one home.
Okay. So you got it going up for y'all, man. You got to only lose about 1 or 2 games. Hey, I feel you because when me and Floyd went through ours, it was like, hey man, we only see us losing about 3 games. But hey,
it is the league though.
It is a league.
It is the league though. Anything can happen, but
early predictions. But I just wanted to see where your head was at with y'all's schedule because I know y'all had a tough schedule.
Fully healthy, I don't disagree with any of those except for maybe the Buffalo, which is always a toss-up matchup.
I could, a couple games.
Barring injury,
go the other way.
I agree. Where you're going with that.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Yeah.
Big facts. But again, thank you, She. It's all love, bro.
Double salute.
Sir. And, keep doing your thing, man. The pod going crazy. Y'all working hard out here. I see it, man. This is dope. I definitely appreciate y'all boys having me on here. Get to rep the team real quick. You know
bro. It won't be the last time either. We definitely gonna get you back in here.
Yes, sir. Sure. Yes, sir.
All love, She.
Appreciate it, brother.
Sir. Stay up.
Yes, indeed, man. That's my boy. Yeah, man. So going into it, about to play them. What's your expectations for us, Floyd? Like, where you feel we gonna be at, man? Like,
I would say. I was just gonna say I would say I have 3 bulletin points. One I know, and I forgot to shout him out because I was supposed to shout him out when we came on. Shout out my brother Ken.
Oh yeah, shout out Ken.
We've been working real hard this summer, getting everything together. All 3 of us have had life-changing, altering things happen to us. Big jobs coming this way, championships over here, wedding over here. I'm a new father, so a lot of stuff has happened. We still all found a way to come together and put some work in this summer. So shout out my brother Ken, because we wouldn't be able to do none of it without his input.
For sure.
I brought up a point in our group chat and he disagreed with it. So I can't wait till we have our discourse and our dialogue when he gets back in with us. But mine was that, man, one, Kendre Miller is going to ball, might have 1,000, considering the injury situation and the fact that Jamal doesn't necessarily play all game, really, ever since he's been in the league. In Green Bay, he didn't play every game. He shared snaps. Detroit, he shared snaps even after having 1,017 touchdowns. So it looks like we're going to be a running back by committee with one really talented rookie and 2 Pro Bowl players in front of that really talented rookie. So I was just saying that if Kendre Miller has anywhere over 700 yards, this offense is going to be very explosive. That was my very first bulletin point. The second one would be an expectation I have is for Jamal Williams to kind of continue the trend that he was on. His whole career, he's kind of been doing this. And I'm not necessarily saying he'll have 20 touchdowns, but I hope that he can have anywhere between 9 and 11 rushing touchdowns. I feel like that would be humongous for Derek Carr and this offense and protecting him in the pocket because we can't do so without a good run game. So that was my second bulletin point. My third bulletin point is, and I don't even know why they're still in a competition right now, because there's a Pro Bowl player right now fighting for his starting spot. And I've been saying it since last year. That's my boy, Alontae Taylor. I fully believe that he'll be a multiple Pro Bowl player and potentially an all-pro cornerback one day, whether that's at the corner or whether that's at the outside cornerback position opposite of Marshawn Lattimore. But if that player stays healthy, this secondary will be elite. We have starters on the bench. J.J. Abram is a dog. I don't think he's going to start. Smoke Monday is a dog. Right now, he's third string because we've got Tyrann Mathieu, and we got some other goons. JT Gray is a player who can make some plays for us here and there when he does log offense or defensive snaps. So the secondary is the I would say the crux of what we're going to do on defense relies on them being well. I know what our front is going to bring. We've got fast guys up there. We've got strong people. And honestly, all of them are really good tacklers. We don't miss a whole lot of tackles up front, but we've seen seasons or times where even on this team, we miss a few tackles here or there on the back end.
Especially at the beginning of the year.
So the more snaps Alontae Taylor takes, the better this secondary will be. And the better this secondary will be, the closer this defense will be to being elite. That's my expectation is we'll have an elite defense. Our running back room is going to dominate. And that's gonna, sky's the limit from there. That's gonna take us pretty far.
I feel the same. And like you just mentioned, the defense is huge. You had Derek Carr talking about how he haven't faced they make it so tough in practice for him. You know what I mean? And not only that, you have, like you mentioned, you have the old heads teaching the young heads. You got AK out there on side in training camp on side of practice, showing Kendre Miller, isn't beast part of his game. Then you got Big Ram out there teaching Trevor Penning, who just had another brawl with us. I don't know if you
I seen that.
Just had another brawl at practice or whatever. But you got Big Ram teaching Trevor Penning out there on the side. AK, like I just mentioned, teaching Ken. And then you got Marshawn Lattimore having a crazy camp. They said this is like one of the best camps he had since he's been in the lead, and dude already been dominating in the league.
4 Pro Bowls.
So we're looking at it maybe another Pro Bowl this year? Question mark. Like in Lattimore of how he been. If he can stay healthy, then the sky's the limit for him for sure. But only thing downfall, we had coming into this after this training camp is Rashid Shaheed going through a growing injury. But they said it's not too serious. He should be back before week 1. But other than that, bro, the team has been clicking. I've been keeping up with the team this whole offseason.
Yep, pretty much every day we've been going back and forth.
And just to hear, all the big, like Nick Underhill and all them, the big reporter that actually covered the Saints, just to hear the difference it is in this locker room, bro.
Yeah.
The vibes is just totally different this year when it comes to the Saints, and that's good to hear. He said last year it was so easy for them to get in and interview the players. He said this year it's blocked off. They can't even get close to the players without, you know what I mean? And that shows you that Saints are behind the walls putting in work, man. So
absolutely
they don't want the media to see what they got going on because they're back there putting in that work. So man, who that for life? Life? So yeah, man, this is gonna be a crazy year. My expectations for the Saints is through the roof. They was last year signing Tyrann and all, and who we signed. But at the same time, you got to realize, man, that was Tyrann's first year with the Saints. He had to adjust. That was
I'm sure
quarterback
off the field was probably a crazy adjustment. more so than on the
AK
field.
exactly. AK was going through what he was going through, which
Yeah.
we're going to touch on that in a minute with AK and his suspension. But that's finally behind him. You know, we got that behind him, and it just all seems like we're heading in the right direction as far as the team, man. And that's really the main piece we was missing, was that, not to talk down on Jameis, because I was very high on Jameis. I was very high, you know, but at the same time, it's just we wasn't getting the job done.
Right.
So I feel like bringing Derek Carr in, a veteran QB with that C on his chest, and you know, somebody that's not scared to let that thing go, man. I watched his highlights, and dude is not scared to throw that ball. Hey, even if it's a 50-50 ball, he trusts his guy to get it. You know what I mean? And that's the QB you need at the end of the day. So yeah, just having Derek Carr, just bringing in. Look, we got Drew Brees coming to practice, bro. Drew Brees, the GOAT, coming, and even watching this just recently. So it's just the vibes is just different in the locker room, I feel like, bro. And I feel like the expectations is through the roof, man. We should have a damn good year.
That's a fact. And I didn't even think about that because, like you said, we've been putting in some hours, right, over this summer, kind of clocking into what they're doing in training camp, what they're doing in practice, you know, day to day. And overwhelmingly, you kind of get the impression that everybody who's even got to lay eyes on this team is very optimistic about what their potential could be and where we could go. And I really appreciate, you know, hearing those kind of reports from people who are there. And even on the parts of practice that they can't film, everybody is raving just about how, you know, everyone is bouncing around and there's a little bit more of a juice in the air, more so than I don't want to mess up. Like everybody's just out there really making plays. And a lot of the question marks that we kind of had have taken a step up. Like Trevor Penning, like that you mentioned. Paulson Adebo, who I didn't think, considering how he played last season, you know, dealing with some injuries, would have a chance to compete with what Alontae Taylor was doing, and he absolutely has. In camp, he's mirroring what those guys are doing and making it hard on the coaching staff to outright name Alontae Taylor as the starter, which I love to hear, which is telling me that regardless how that plays out, we're going to have a solid slot position player, however it goes. So the way things worked out over the offseason, I think with a little bit of pressure on everybody, namely starting with Dennis Allen, but there's definitely pressure on Mickey Loomis and the team building staff. So with that pressure, it seems like we've kind of made diamonds and brought some guys in that we needed here and there, running back room here, DN here, drafted some people that we needed, and built this team to be something that can sustain. Whereas last season, we had a pretty solid, first 3 games, I want to say, even though I know we weren't 3-0, but we played well, and it just felt like everything fell apart from that point because we weren't built to sustain, and we weren't a deep team or nearly as deep as we thought we were. Whereas now there's a healthy mix of veteran players, younger players, explosive players, and knowledgeable players, to where practice can be conducive to winning. And that's what we've been seeing.
Facts. He said put Taysom at outside linebacker.
Yeah.
He probably could play that position. He could play every position. He could play probably kicker if you wanted him to.
Strong safety,
easy
quarterback, wide receiver.
He said, do we see Mike today? I'm pretty sure. I want to say Dennis Allen said they're playing the starters in the first quarter for sure.
Yeah, he said everyone that can play will play. So if he's healthy, and seeing as I don't think I saw him miss any practice last week, or I haven't been paying attention to who was present and wasn't present this week, but considering what happened in practice last week, yeah, I think we see Mike T at least for the first 6 minutes of the first quarter.
And who we won't see though, y'all, is AK for them first 3 games of the year. And you know, it's tough, but at the end of the day, we thought it was gonna be worse. You know, we thought, you know, just looking at the whole situation, you would think it'll be worse. And
6 to 8 games,
exactly. So
3 or 4.
So you know, the commissioner Roger, he looked out for us on this end. You know, normally I think because Sean Payton gone, why he looking out for us like that, Floyd. What you think, man? After the game?
I think so. If Sean Payton was the head coach, there is absolutely no way Alvin Kamara gets off with a 3-game suspension, and they wouldn't even hear the appeal Whereas now we're in the appeals process and might get it brought down to 2. But yeah, you know, the NFL loves to throw the book at Sean Payton. And I think they're kind of enjoying him being on the down right now in Denver. And they just gonna kind of poke at him and pride with him. So yeah, that was a little bit of a plus for us that we were able to trade Sean Payton, get compensated for it, and also not be penalized for having him.
Exactly. So we are missing them, and like I said, we got Jamal Williams to fill them holes, and we got Kendre Miller to come out and show us what he got, because this is really his time to shine in these 3 games. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of both of them.
Yeah.
As far as Kendre Miller and Jamal Williams, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see them a lot. Whatever.
Both dogs too. It's crazy. How do you lose a Pro Bowler and replace him with 2 guys like that? Dogs.
So AK, that's behind AK now. He's moving on with his life, and us as fans are too. So let's move past that situation, get the little 3 games out the way. He'll be back for the Buccaneers to run it back up. You know, AK 41, baby. And I don't know if y'all seen Who Dat TV, but we got our fantasy football lead this year. And when I tell y'all we got full within Florida, a couple
30-something hours. Yeah.
You know, like we got
30 hours
so fast, man. And I'm excited about this year. We're actually going to get on here this year with y'all and really like interview the actual commissioners in our league. So this is going to be crazy. Nobody ever did nothing like this before, y'all. I haven't seen nobody who had actual interviews on on a pod for TV. So, or the
trash talk interviews.
It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be trash talking, interviews, and just
game of the week,
man. Yeah,
you can get in the comments and wager on who you think gonna win when you see lineups. That's on y'all though. I ain't saying we doing that. If you want to, you can do that. But yeah, man.
Yeah, it is everybody had I think a buy-in of $100. The winner is getting $1,000, and the second place winner is getting $200. So even if you come in second, you're getting your 100 back plus another 100 to throw in your gas tank or something. So you're trying to. Then we're also trying to come up with something big for the first place winner for Who Dat TV Fantasy Football League. So
man.
Y'all stay locked in with this. I'm telling y'all, we're going crazy with this year, and it's going to be. If you enjoy fantasy football, you're going to enjoy this. I guarantee you.
For sure, and it's only going to get better. This is the inaugural season, and so we're definitely going to do it next season, and looking at possibly having 2 leagues. So if you're interested, press like, follow, and share this page. Message any of us, and just so you'll be on our radar for when we're putting the roster together for next season, and so we'll know about how many leagues we're going to conduct. But it's only going to get better. We're excited about this because everyone that's participating is excited about this. So it's going to be real fun when y'all see us interact. Y'all are going to be able to see our lineups and see, who has what, see our power rankings and see our records. So as the season goes on, you'll know who's trending toward winning a championship. We're looking at also giving away a jersey possibly to whoever wins, whatever jersey of their choice, sending them a trophy, so they can boast, sending them a t-shirt so they can wear it around. So it's a lot of fun things coming around. And if you think you'll be interested moving forward as far as how next season will go in the fantasy season, please reach out to us. We'll get you right on that list for sure.
For sure. So, yeah, man, Floyd covered it. If y'all want to mess with it next year, man. Hey, matter of fact, drop some in the comments who the sleepers this year for fantasy football, because I'm gonna need a little I need some help this year because we got some dogs in this league this year.
Draft around the corner. Who do y'all think is a sleeper? I'll put mine right there right now. Keith Mitchell, I saw cutting up yesterday for the Baltimore Ravens. He's a rookie running back, lower draft pick, but he looks ready. Like he looks for real. Anthony Richardson, who I know is going to possibly have 10 plus turnovers, almost guaranteed this season, but he's also a guy who's a rushing threat who could bring in 8 to 9 rushing touchdowns, much like Lamar Jackson has done in previous years, much like Jalen Hurts did last year, and really offset that and be a point scoring quarterback. So there's a few guys I'm also looking at too, but I don't know if I want to put them out there on the radar because I want to draft.
I know. I really want to say one for sure. What I told you.
So everybody I said I don't want to draft them, but I know who you talking about too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and throw it out there for all the fantasy owners, man. Calvin Ridley, man, he's gonna be a sleeper, and Darren Waller too. I feel like on the tight end for the Giants now, he's gonna be a sleeper. So that's a couple of sleepers I'll throw out there for y'all, you know, for fantasy if y'all want to grab them. But I feel like they're gonna have good years for sure. So, but I'm excited, Floyd. I'm excited for the season. I'm excited for our Who That TV fantasy lead. I'm just excited to be with you again, brother, every week. Doing what we love, man. And it's gonna be a good year, y'all. It's gonna be a dang good year. Can't wait.
Cannot wait, man. And can't wait to talk about it with Ken when we get back in here. I know he's somewhere watching the game right now. I'm finna flip it on myself.
Me too, brother. Me too. But thank everybody that joined. Thank everybody that comment, liked, subscribed, and shared, man. We love y'all, and who that, man? Who that?
Football is back. Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. Hey, man, we're gonna go out with a little Kid Timmy D on the outro, man.
Oh, you finna turn me up. Play my joint.
Let's go.
Let's go. Who that? Who that? Hey, who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Hey, who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Well, you ain't, cause you can't. Yeah. Who that say they gon'